Third option, that's right, you have the major line.
Okay, ask all questions, are not in favor. Oh.
Yeah.
That's right, I was getting there.
But you can't count that way, and that gentleman doesn't have to raise his
I'm
hand.
just curious if there are people that are absolutely against the program.
How many are against it?
Against it.
Against the sewers.
Say against it?
I think what I would like tonight, honestly, everybody please? I would like, if you could, when you're providing information to us, I'd like to know whether or not it's your opinion, or whether or not it's based on certain scientific data, or whether you have an engineering background, or whatever. It's important for me. My background, I like to deal with facts, factual information. So I'm receptive to information that is in fact factual and scientifically based. If it's your opinion, that's fine. You can express your opinion. Everybody has opinions, so that's fine. Don't be inhibited from giving me your opinion. It's just, I would like to know whether it is your opinion or whether it is actually based on fact. Okay.
If your speaker is involved enough.
Well, I will try to be a little louder. Thank you. Okay, first person, Scott.
Hi, everybody. My name is Scott Andrzejczyk. I want to thank you all for coming out. Our group is SOS, Susan, Dave, Bob, our core group, Ken, Chandler, Stan.
Can't hear you.
I'm sorry. How's that? We're the ones who sent the flyers around to the neighborhood to notify you of this meeting. I want to thank you for coming out here and exercising your rights of free speech and holding our elected officials accountable. At the same time, I also want to...
Scott, excuse me, just a little bit of structure, and I appreciate, you know, we obviously, Commissioner Deutsch and I understand the majority of you folks are not in favor. The majority are not in favor of the program. So we understand that, but please, let's just keep rolling along.
Let's also
try to refrain from
I want to thank the commissioners for coming out, because this is you know, something that we talked about last month. They've committed to come out every month. Very sorry that the chairman is not here, Commissioner Duffy and Commissioner Truex as well. I'm very sorry about that.
Commissioner Truex is out of town. He's out of state, actually.
Well, that's all. But I do want to thank the two commissioners for coming out and facing our questions. So thank you, Commissioner Deutsch, and thank you for Commissioner Doherty. I've just given you the University of Florida, I'm sorry. Just a little background, because I know some of you are very new to this, as I am. I came into this about 3 months ago when I was told that they were putting sewers in. I live on Spring Lake. I moved here 2.5 years ago. Love it. One of the nicest places I've ever lived. I've been overseas for 20 years in Beijing and Tokyo, in the most polluted cities you can imagine. So I'm very sensitive to keeping everything clean. I was told for the last 2 years that the septic tanks were leaking into the harbor and into the canals. And I was like, oh, okay, that's bad. Let's figure that out. So I came to a meeting and I met some of these folks here, and I asked the commissioners, where's the science? And nobody had any science. I said, well, this is a pretty simple thing. Let's get the science. So I asked around. I asked CCU, no science. I asked the editorial board of the newspapers, no science. I asked the editorial board, why are you printing stories if you don't have any science that the pollution is coming from the septic tanks? I mean, we want to fix the problem. We all want a clean harbor and we want clean water, but let's fix the problem correctly, because we don't know exactly where it is. Thank you, Michelle. And we'll be talking after this meeting, I promise.
Yeah.
So and then I started looking into this with this group of concerned citizens as well, and we just couldn't find any science. And so one day we came to a meeting, and the University of South Florida is doing a project called the Water Atlas, and they have been studying Charlotte Harbor since the 1970s, okay? And they have taken thousands of samples over the years, thousands. And this is a wonderful project. It's available to all of you on the internet. It's called thewateratlas.org, okay? And so, commissioners, I want to show you, because now they're telling us it's not fecal matter, because we've proven there's no problem with the fecal matter. We asked them for the science, they don't have any science. Now they're telling us it's nitrogen and phosphorus. So here's one chart from the Water Atlas, dating from 1980, and Commissioner Doherty, you are an engineer, you can see this chart. Would you say that trend line is going down and the water quality is improving, or is it getting worse?
Scott, which
I'm on the first chart. Would you agree that that trend line is going down? And that's from 1980, okay? Now consider, we've had thousands of new residents come in, thousands of new septic tanks, but that trend line is